Hi, I'm Stephanie, and today I'm going to share with you my family's recent temple trip where we drove 5 hours each way and stayed overnight, and how we kept the kids happy during that trip and how we prepared for it and made it a success. I went shopping this morning and picked up some snacks that I thought could help us on our trip. $3 or $5 or even $10 worth of snacks can save us sometimes a $30 or more fast food trip. Down here between the seats we have all the snacks, the sweet and the salty and the mints and all that. I like to keep them up here so I can pass them out in orderly sets and collect the trash. Note to collect the trash. Up here we need to remember our adapter for our phones. We use them as a GPS, and if we forget the adapter, it's a really bad thing. This makes it so it Bluetooths to our phone or iPad, and so when the kids are watching some of the episodes we download from Netflix, we can play it through the van speakers, which means we can fade it to the back, which is good because the support that mounts the iPad is right behind the driver's head, and it can get loud and obnoxious after a while. So being able to fade those speakers to the back is a great thing. In our glove box, we have pocket tissues. We always need them when we don't expect them. And Advil. Sometimes it's better just to expect to need that. And then over here in the side, down low, I love that this cubby's just right size for these food and bread bags. They're fairly cheap, don't have the zipper on the top, but they don't need them. I keep them in the van for when I need to collect the children's wrappers, or if we end up having a clothing incident, we can wrap it up in there and tie it off and take care of it later when we have laundry. And also hand sanitizer. It is 10 o'clock at night. I don't even know what state we're in. The kids need to use the bathroom, and we haven't seen rest areas in a while. So we kind of accidentally pulled off. The highway's here a little odd. And we found this random gas station here, which is really kind of cool. It's Royal Farms gas station. I don't think I showed it there very well, but their sign says they have like the best award-winning fried chicken that they do fresh in their store. So kind of cool. Almost wish we were stopping here for a meal, but like I said, it's 10 o'clock at night, and I'm gonna try to be happy with my bag of pretzels right now.
Good morning. We got to our hotel at about 12:30 last night. It took until about 1 o'clock to get the last of the kids to sleep. We had to set our alarm for 6:45 in the morning to get going, and we did not want to get up that early. But it's just the way it works sometimes. We aren't all the way to Philadelphia. We're still 30 minutes away from it.
So how this worked when we did it last time, my appointments, we have to right now make appointments for the sessions. My appointment was at 10 and my husband's was at 1, but you're supposed to be there 30 minutes early so they don't give away your spot. So he dropped me off at 9:30 and then just walked with the kids over to the Franklin Institute. I don't think he even took the stroller. And they got their membership, and that early in the morning there weren't a lot of people to compete with, and the kids just had a great time. They loved it. And then we met up on the sidewalk close to the temple around 12:30 because I was a little slower getting out than he expected. So he came to meet me halfway. And then he went in, and I took the kids, and they were all ravenously hungry. And I think the idea of getting some cool food in the city is really fun, but we didn't have enough in the budget for it this last time, especially since we'd had to budget for getting the family membership at the Franklin Institute. So what we did, we walked over to the mini Target. So you have your clothes right there next to your groceries and your paper products, but you definitely have enough. You can get a meal. So we looked around. We ended up deciding to get a bag of bagels. We actually got 2 bags of bagels, and then we got sandwich fillings, and I got a bag of pre-sliced apples. So that was the main part that we were sharing as a family. Then I allowed each child to go choose a drink and choose their own side. Most of them got chips. And then we checked out, and that was our lunch. That ended up, in case you're wondering, that ended up being about $30. So we did that, and we're trying to decide where we were going to eat this. It was a bit chilly outside. Nobody wanted to be outside long. And I had my wristband for the Franklin Institute, and I knew that they had cafeteria-style lunchrooms that looked like they were there especially for field trips, but I thought maybe they'd let us use them. So we went in the lower entryway, the handicap accessible one, because that's the floor it's on, and I asked the lady at the desk, hey, is it okay if we eat our food in there? And she said, yes, if they're not cleaning it, if the tables are set up. And she came back and she's like, no, the tables are all folded up right now, but go ahead and take your food upstairs and eat it up there. And like, are you sure? And she's like, oh yeah, the food's too expensive up there anyway. And she's right, the hamburgers, my kids were telling me, were $10. So we went upstairs. We didn't go to the actual little restaurant they have there. We went by, they have a snack bar near where you have the membership tickets, and they had some seating, a little nook there. And we sat in the corner, and I was ready to tell anybody who asked that the lady downstairs said we could, but nobody asked, nobody said anything. Maybe I'm just extra self-conscious about things like that. But it was fine, and the kids, they ate as much as they wanted, and we had the leftovers we just put in the grocery bag and carried around the museum for the last little bit, because by that time we'd spent so much time choosing our lunch and eating our lunch that really there was only a half hour or so to explore and do things at the museum before we were done. So we did that, and then we walked down. It occurred to me that I hadn't told my husband where we were meeting him, and this occurred to me as I'm about to go down to the parking garage. No, I think we were in the parking garage. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm not gonna have cell reception in here. What if he tries to walk over to the museum instead of coming down here to the car to meet me? So I sent my oldest back up with my cell phone so he could get cell service and send a text just in case we miscommunicated there. So the kids just hung out in the van, unbuckled. Some of them were back to their chosen snack, their chosen side that they'd gotten at Target. And it was funny that they were willing to just, be in the car again, because we had another 5 hours ahead of us. But everyone had walked around so much that it wasn't such a bad idea sitting down there. And my husband found us no trouble, and I gave him what was left of the food, which he appreciated, and then we just buckled up and got on the road and out of the city. It was funny because we were going through Delaware, and one of the kids, I need to use the bathroom. And I look at my husband, I say, I think there's only one rest area in Delaware, and we missed it. So we had to pull off at a gas station. We made it home in time to send all the kids off to bed and put the laundry over by the laundry room and have everyone help unload the van, which doesn't take as long as it sounds like it would. We all slept well that night because we've been so tired from our late visit. But it was still a good experience, and the kids are looking forward to the next time we go up. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time on Enjoying the Intentional Life. Bye.